That's good.
I'm a dancer, and I'm a traveler. And wherever I go, I experience the world one dance at a time. I'm Mickela Mallozzi, and this is Bare Feet in NYC. Bare Feet is supported in part by
Bloomberg Connects gives you a way to experience the arts from your mobile phone. You can explore hundreds of cultural organizations from around the world, anytime, anywhere. Learn more at bloombergconnects.org or wherever you find your apps.
The largest concentration of Greek Americans living in New York City can be found in Astoria, Queens, also known as Little Greece. So on this Bare Feet in NYC adventure, I know exactly where to begin when looking to explore the authentic Greek culture in the 5 boroughs. Astoria is situated in the northwestern corner of Queens and has historically been a diverse neighborhood open to immigrants. From the 17th to the 19th centuries, the first waves of Dutch, German, Italian, Jewish, and Irish immigrants all called Astoria their home. And because of this neighborhood's multicultural makeup, Greeks immigrating to New York in the first half of the 20th century also planted roots here, leaving an indelible imprint on the very streets of Astoria. According to the 2010 census, about 60,000 people of Greek descent were recorded to be living in New York City, and over 30% were born in Greece. Astoria's legacy of diversity continues today with new waves of immigrants from South and Central America, the Middle East, Asia, and Europe, including still from Greece.
Welcome to Astoria, Queens, where I will become Greek for the day. Whoppa!
Located at Astoria Boulevard and Crescent Street is the Academy of Hellenic Paideia. Its mission is to teach and foster the incredible Greek arts from the classical period to today for both children and adults. I jump right in to try out the school's curriculum in the dance and music classes.
So let's say in the middle of the dancing, the leader of the line would call a name out. Like, let's actually show you one. You would first start with a basic, which would be right, back, right, lift. And I would say tria, and then you would do this. And right, back, right, lift.
With over 10,000 traditional dances that come from Greece, I learn only a handful in this class. Each dance is done for a specific occasion, such as a wedding, holiday, or festival, and all are meant to bring the community together, whether in celebration or in preparation. This Pontian dance originates close to the Red Sea, and it is a much sharper dance that used to be done before the men would go into battle.
That was a lot of fun. And it does get your heart rate up, because you said this is for a war, right?
Yeah, so it gets your adrenaline going.
Yeah.
Now you're ready to charge.
I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight the fight.
Each dance is characteristic to its place of origin in Greece. As opposed to the harshness of the Pontian dance, island dances are described to have a more watery flow to them. Dimitra Varsami, a mother and teacher here in Astoria, is also a very proud Greek American who was inspired by her own heritage to found the academy.
I grew up in Greece. I came here 17 years ago to become a businesswoman. I started a little study group 5 years ago with my own kids and 2-3 other kids of a friend of mine. We were able to experiment and try our best. And along the way, I met amazing people because their kids are here and they come with a smile and they live with a smile.
Dimitra's intention was to make the Academy a place of sharing traditions for the children of the Greek American community. But since its inception, it has grown to become so much more for children of all ages, people of multiple generations, and students outside the Greek diaspora.
Dimitra's mother, you made this costume, huh?
Yes. Oh, nice and tight.
Each of these girls, a lot of them come from different parts, or their families come from different parts of Greece, and it's also passed down in the family. So we have 2 sisters, a cousin, 3 generations in the school, mother, daughter, and granddaughter. It's oral tradition passed down. Everything is passed down through the families. It's beautiful. So some of these costumes are all variations and all different styles from different parts of Greece that their own families are coming from.
This is what I'm going to wear in a little bit. And during the Ottoman Empire, They wouldn't let them gather water so that the population would die. So they would hide the water and bring the water home while they were hiding it. So that's what this symbolizes, the hidden water.
Oh my gosh.
People think it's just the language and traditions that we speak, but it's not. We are trying to bring them through a journey of research and knowledge and using our language as the best tool to reach the full of their human potential.
Pame, pame, pame. Pame, pame, pame. Pame, let's go, pame.
There are not too many dances that people can dance with this.
As sisters, did you guys grow up just dancing together?
Yeah.
How is that?
Well, there's a big Cretan community in New York, and one of the biggest Cretan associations is here in Astoria. So I actually teach the performing dance group there, and she taught there for many years,
my
Angela.
She was actually my first teacher. Yes, my first dance teacher.
You look like a baby. I don't know how you can have children.
International.
In Crete, we dance on our toes. So if your calves are hurting, that means you're doing it right. And the steps are small. They say the Cretans, they could dance on a feather of a bird. Like, to give you the idea, like the steps are small when they're dancing.
Crete is the largest of the Greek islands, and in Greek mythology, it is believed to be the birthplace of the god Zeus. Many historians claim their Cretan heritage before that of Greece, as the island had been autonomous prior to the 19th century.
Most of us here are moms who have enrolled our children, including myself. And the mothers share the same passion for dance and learning.
The Academy's mission is to create a space of learning for ancient Greek philosophy, arts, architecture, language, and music in a fun way. The ancient Greek culture is considered to be the base of what we know as our modern Western civilization.
You have to get the kids when they're little.
Yeah.
For them to want to come here, for them to want to speak Greek, to want to do the dances, to want to do pagratio. And then if you can get that, you won them.
Yeah. That was great. Beautiful. Yeah, thank you. That was amazing.
The mission of the Academy comes from its name, Paideia, which has no literal English translation, but comes from the ancient Greek idea of equal importance in studying science, philosophy, and art. My next lesson at the school is to learn a very traditional instrument.
So this is the bouzouki,
Okay.
the most common folk instrument in Greece since the 1940s or so, from then and on. This is the baglama. It's obviously a smaller version of it, and it's being used mostly for like rhythm and like harmony. So sometimes for leads, but there's a history behind this instrument. It was invented actually around the 40s when the dictatorship was in Greece. And because the bouzouki was outlawed, they made a small version so they could hide it under the coats.
Oh, wow.
So they wouldn't get caught.
Huh.
And then eventually became part of the ensemble. So 1, 2, 3, and go. And now switch.
How did you learn how to play these instruments?
Well, my father is actually a great bouzouki player, so I got to learn from him. Even when he didn't show me, just listening to him was a lesson in itself.
Yeah.
You know? Half the time.
The bouzouki was brought over to Greece from Asia Minor in the early 1900s. However, both the bouzouki and the baglama are part of the lute family of instruments, and they are direct descendants of the pandura of ancient Greece. Dance and music are used as means of learning and passing down tradition, and one way that I was going to learn the Greek language is through song.
Maybe we do a song from the Greek cinema.
Sure.
Έχω ένα μυστικό means I have a secret.
I have a secret.
Έχω ένα μυστικό που στην καρδιά μου, in my heart, like bright, it's shining. Λάμπει.
Lambi. Like lights. Lambi.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Έχω ένα μυστικό που στην καρδιά μου μέσα λάμπει. Έχω ένα μυστικό
Έχω ένα μυστικό
που στην καρδιά μου
που στην καρδιά μου
μέσα λάμπει.
λάμπει. Shining.
Better to learn the language through its culture, which includes arts, theater, music, all that. So makes that more interesting for the student to participate, learn the language, enhance the language learning, plus the regular, lessons that happens at the academy, but still to make you feel like you are part of a culture. It's a more than a language institution. It's like you learn language and Greek language in a different, from a different scope.
Astoria's charm comes from its many cafes, restaurants, and food shops, giving life to these streets in Queens. Around the corner from the Academy is 31st Street, one of the main arteries running through Little Greece, home to specialty food stores selling goods imported from Greece and meat markets selling daily cuts of pork, chicken, and beef souvlaki, or meat skewers. Of course, they also carry the Greek favorite, goat and lamb. To continue my Astoria adventure, I meet with Angela Fioto-Dimitrakis, one of the dancers from the Academy of Hellenic Paideia. Our first stop is to a Greek specialty store, Mediterranean Foods.
Nice to see you.
Good.
This is Mickela.
Hi, nice to
Elena.
meet you. Thank you for letting us come in. We're going to come and check out the food. Is that okay? All right, we'll come right in. So, Angela, what do you come here to get? Because
Everything. Oh my gosh, look at this.
Feta, more feta.
Yes.
Even more feta.
Yes.
Yeah. What, so, what's
This is
the
what keeps a
difference?
dancer going.
Right.
We have to eat well. Some are sweeter, some are more sharp, a matter of preference.
Right.
Different for spinach pies, different than when you eat it by itself.
Feta is a brined curd cheese traditionally used throughout the Greek cuisine. Its aging process dates back to the 8th century BC, as described in Homer's Odyssey.
Oh my gosh. Wow, it's made in-house, right?
No, that's from Greece.
This is from Greece.
That's correct. Yep.
Wow.
And it's all sheep's milk.
Oh.
We do have goat's milk too. But the one you're tasting is in between sharp and mild. It's called arachivas feta.
Arachivas.
Yeah. And it comes in a barrel, old school, traditional.
Wow.
Yep.
So we have 24 plus extras in here, about almost 30 various kinds of olives and pickled things that just smell amazing. But the fact that there's about 3/4 of them are olives, more than that. Kalamata, and this is the traditional
Yes.
Greek. Okay. Oh,
You like it? Delicious.
so good. My favorite is smoked olives. You gotta try one too. Pick one.
I am gonna try. I like the olives.
We're gonna do our little. It's Kalamata dance. That's what it is.
No, πάμε. So here, this is how you bless your house. Like you put incense in here, and you burn it, and and you bless it. And we celebrate name days more than birthdays, because everybody knows your name
That's
day.
how they do it in Italy too.
Yeah, but your birthday, nobody knows it. And so people come over, you make a dessert, you wish you happy name day. It's bigger than a birthday.
My next stop with Angela is to the corner of 30th Street and 30th Avenue at Athens Square, a public park which takes its name from Greece's capital city.
What this is reminding me of are the forums, coming together and sharing ideas and sharing their wisdom. And this is sort of a place that seems like to congregate and share ideas. And you have statues of all these Greek philosophers.
I remember when this park opened, I was in junior high school. Our dad brought us here in this neighborhood every Friday under the train. It's a Greek society, and that's where we started our Greek dancing. Aristotelis. Aristotelos, the perfect ending, his name means.
Wow.
Socrates said, the one thing that I know is that I don't know anything.
True words.
And a wise man knows that he doesn't know anything. People that think they know everything, no, not very wise. Sophocles. Sophocles, exactly. Sophos means wise, eh? Sophia, philosopher, philos, to Sophias, friend, lover of wisdom.
Oh my gosh.
Every word has a meaning. Every word, there's an analysis behind it.
Now there's one woman here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of Athena. Athena.
So Athena is the goddess
Of wisdom.
of wisdom.
Of wisdom. Zeus's daughter. When he was born, his mom took Zeus to the island of Crete. And the Curites, who were protecting him, every time Zeus would cry, they would dance around him
Oh my gosh.
to cover his cries. And that was one of the first recordings of Greek dance.
Oh my gosh.
And in Cretan dance, the pendozali, that is a jumping dance.
Right,
and
the one that
and
you
to
showed
jump.
us.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So your heritage goes back to the birth of Zeus, basically.
Yes.
Which is kind of
Yes.
amazing.
Amazing. It is
Yeah.
amazing.
I say goodbye to Angela and make my way north to make a stop at Artopolis, a traditional Greek bakery.
This store was built in Greece from the floor to the ceiling.
Wow.
There's nothing in this store, including the refrigeration showcases and even the baking pans,
Wow.
that are not from Greece. These are Greek fruits. I import these from Greece, by the way, because the fruits in Greece, you can't beat them.
You can't beat them. So this is sour cherry.
Sour cherry.
And usually this would be on yogurt, you said?
Yes, this is the most popular, and it usually would be offered to you after a meal with
Oh my gosh.
with yogurt.
Whoa. It's very sweet, but I get that little tang right there.
Yeah.
A little, oh, it's delicious.
These are confetti in Italian.
Right,
They call
right.
them confetti. We call them cufetta.
Cufetta.
And these are present at all weddings. And they're put in little bags of tulle, and they have to be an odd number, either 3, 5, 7, or 9.
For
And
good
the
luck, I'm assuming.
Well, the symbolism behind it is that if you have an odd number, you cannot divide them. The mela makarona are always present on a Christmas table and a New Year's table.
Wow.
They just happen to be totally vegan.
Really?
Yes, and for me, these are the star of our Artopolis.
Really?
Everything in this store is made from scratch and by hand. That's very important to us.
Yeah.
There's nothing made by machine.
Artopolis is your mecca for Greek pastries. People are just coming in and out the whole time we're here. It is
Yes,
busy,
yes.
busy, busy, busy. Thank you so much, Regina. This is
It's
wonderful.
my greatest pleasure. After all, Greek hospitality is worldwide famous.
There you go.
So we have to keep it up.
Yes.
Another culturally rich and diverse neighborhood is Flushing, Queens. The northeastern corner of Flushing had an influx of Greek immigrants following World War II. And by the mid-1950s, the Greek American community here was thriving. Within the past 30 years, Flushing has again become more desirable for second and third generation Greek Americans, as it has more of a suburban atmosphere compared to Astoria. Flushing is also home to the William Spiropoulos Greek American School of St. Nicholas. The curriculum for this kindergarten through 8th grade school includes classes in the Greek language, ancient Greek history, Byzantine music, and more. Our friend Angela is the dance teacher at the school, and she invited me to join this week's 8th grade Greek dance class.
The Greek dance program is an after-school activity, and Marina and I have them once a week for 45 minutes. So the boys, the hands are over, and the girls, the hands are under. Τα αγόρια από πάνω, τα κορίτσια από κάτω. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The class is practicing the Tai Tai, a dance that originates from Thessalia and is performed during the Greek Easter holiday.
Hands are up.
I feel like doing the dance, it's very slow, but each of those
Yes.
steps, there's a lot of intention in it.
Yes, as opposed to where the island dances like Crete, they're very on their
hopping
toes and very
on their
airy.
toes, yeah.
In Thessalia, they're proud dances, and they're very grounded and very strong, and and the people are proud people.
Yeah, you can tell just by the
Yes.
movements that you felt. It's this, like, I'm here.
Groundedness.
Watch me.
Yes.
And this is what I do, you know? Tell us a little bit about how much dance is part of being Greek growing up in New York.
It's a big part of our culture because when it comes to weddings, christenings, Greek dancing is the #1 thing we do. Any kind of celebration. It's a big part of our, I wouldn't say everyday life, but of our milestones maybe.
Yeah.
It's an expression. It's a way to express your feelings. When we get together, when we have parties or any celebration, we always include dance. And most importantly, it's a way that we learn our history and we pass it to our children, because even the songs, the lyrics, there's so much history there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boys pick up their hands and girls step with the left, and boys, and the right foot comes up. Perfect. Step, lift. Step, hop, step, hop.
It was really wonderful to be able to dance with these kids that usually, you know, kids that age are playing video games.
They love it. They love it. Most of our students take the Greek dance as after-school activity. We have Greek dance for all the grades, starting with the 2nd grade students. Wow. They do love it. It's part of their curriculum. It's an extracurricular activity, but almost everyone stays for that.
It's so nice to see kids. I see a lot of kids that used to be 1st graders, and now they're in college. And it's beautiful. They all come back. You know, we go through our teenage years, and we all may go our own ways, but when they grow up and they're gonna have families, they have strong foundations.
Sava and Eleni, you guys are 13 and 14 years old. Most teenagers do not do Greek dancing or any type of line dancing. What made you want to do this? Did your family really push you to do this, or was it something you really felt you wanted to do?
Well, in the beginning, it was mostly my parents forcing me, but then I actually enjoyed it a lot, so I keep on coming back. So I really love it.
It's like a big part of my family, and my mom told me to do it, and then I just did it, and then I really liked it.
And now you enjoy it?
Yeah.
I remember in 8th grade trying to get a boy to dance.
I got goosebumps that you said that, because it's true, it's huge. And the fact that these kids want to do it and they're here, they make their parents proud, they make us proud, they're transcending our culture. They want to dance, they want to learn to dance, and that's the most beautiful thing. Step and together.
Thanks, guys. Adjacent to the school is the Greek Orthodox Shrine Church of St. Nicholas Parish, one of the largest Greek Orthodox communities in the United States. At the corner of 196th Street and Northern Boulevard, the annual St. Nicholas Festival happens every Columbus Day weekend. I meet with Katie Papadopoulos, my good friend and a Greek American who grew up in Flushing. She and her family are members of the St. Nicholas Parish, and they are back in the neighborhood this evening to celebrate the festival. And with Katie and her mother as my guides, I jump right into the festival's Greek-American celebrations.
So, Father Paul, this is the St. Nicholas Greek Festival.
That's correct.
And this is your church.
This is my parish. We were founded in 1955, and we've grown to be one of the largest parishes in the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese of North America. We try to perpetuate our Greek Orthodox heritage, and we see that happening.
That's wonderful.
You know, I'm marrying students that I had in school now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And it's a wonderful thing to see them, you know, rooted in our culture and heritage.
I grew up in Bayside, Queens. All my life I'm here. I've been coming to this church from a little boy, and my children are doing the same thing. And it's just like, you know, it repeats itself. It's a good thing. You got to keep the kids in the faith, and you pass it along, and it's really beautiful to see.
The St. Nicholas Festival is a maze of communal events with bands playing both inside and outside of the church. We find another musical group in the back courtyard. This time, the dancer that Katie brings me to is doing the Zybekico, a strictly masculine dance whose name derives from the Zybek warriors of Anatolia, now known as Asia Minor. This very strong dance is done out of pride, and the women's role is to support the male dancer, egging him on bended knee. The more we clap, the more he dances proudly. The next dancer I meet is Katie's mother, Liz, who leads us in her own family's traditional dance.
What was the name of that dance?
It's an ipi Ipirotico.
Ipirotico.
So it comes from the region of Ipiros.
3 of her grandparents are from those parts.
Yeah.
3 of your grandparents?
3 of the 4.
So that's what, I mean, you're a beautiful dancer, both of you, but you have this firm grip. I felt very confident dancing with you. I mean,
Right.
the second that beat came on, you were like, we're ready.
That's it. We know this one. It's like we know the dances from the other regions, but there's something about when that song comes on, when that beat comes on, we're like, we have to dance to this.
Katie is a big traditionalist, and she's learned by example.
Well, that's what makes New York so special, is that not only is this a melting pot of cultures, but they're living cultures. Right. And when you go to other parts of the United States, it's a little more difficult to find these pockets of communities like this one in Queens that is a huge Greek community that's thriving. Wait, how do we say thank you again?
Efkaristo.
Efkaristo.
Παρακαλώ.
You're welcome.
From Flushing's deep-rooted traditions to Astoria's classical influences, the Greek-American community here in Queens and in all of New York City is iconic in every aspect of the arts and culture. New York cuisine would never be the same. Our language wouldn't be as powerful, and our communities wouldn't be what they are today. Greece was and is a gateway to where the Middle East meets the West, a confluence of cultures and philosophies. New Yorkers who also proudly call themselves Greek Americans preserve this profound gift of convergence. And I'll see you on my next Bare Feet in NYC adventure, wherever it may take me. You can stay connected with us on travelbarefeet.com, where you'll find extra bonus videos, join our Bare Feet series conversations through social media, and stay updated with our newsletter.
Why do you like coming to class?
I'm dancing with my friends, and I don't know.
Sava, what do you enjoy the most about dance class?
I like that that I can dance with my friends, and I have no clue.